Alright, guys, we're back. Back to Love's Sweet Garnish. Yes, we are back. We're continuing when we were left off last time, which I guess arrived at my grandma's cafe, and I'm settling in. And right now, I have to take care of things. Most likely, probably. I mean, at the end, I have a feeling I'm going to be taking care of the cafe anyway. So, well, let's continue with the story. I begin to read the papers on Milk Hulk Carmela as I eat dinner, Chisato made. Reading them, I'm able to get a sense of the origin of the cafe's name, the layout, and what type of items were on the menu. It seems like Milk Hulk Caramella was chosen because of its calming ring and the fact that it doesn't serve alcohol. My cheeks scroll up into a smile as at that thought of how my grandparents' kindness was reflected in it. The menu items seem like something you'd find at an old-style cafe, so you could definitely feel its age. I'll have to update the menu a bit. I write down ideas and various points in the notebook prepared for me while giving the documents a quick look over. Okay, I think I get how things are a bit more now. To start, I think making the cafe name a bit easier to understand would be good. Really, milk hall apparently means that the place doesn't serve alcohol, but to those that aren't familiar with the term, it might be hard to understand it's a cafe. And caramella means garden in Italian. Really? Sounds like caramel, but okay. Apparently, it reflects the atmosphere of a cafe as well. So I think it'd be good to keep that part. The new name I've thought of for the cafe is Tea Lounge Caramella. Okay, so it doesn't just serve tea; it also serves in general. Okay, that's good. The way it's easy to understand that it's a cafe, but the roots of the name don't change, so the regulars and baskets understand that it's the same place as before. Let's hope so. I still need to discuss this with my grandma, so I don't know if the name will stick. But if this is a potential way to draw in new customers, then I want to try it. I also want to leave the old favorites on the menu, but try my hand at giving them a new touch as well. Ah, how did it get so late? You fell asleep, man? Too busy. I don't know if it was because I was finally able to come down and collect my ideas, but a yawn escaped from my mouth from me because I was so focused on the task at hand. I completely lost track of time. I'll work for a bit longer, take a bath, and then get ready to bed. I think about all that while still reading over the papers when something catches my eye. I hadn't noticed it before, but it looks like a note from when the menu was decided. A cup of coffee for a customer's tranquil afternoon, topped with the sweetness of true love's devotion. Could this be something Grandpa wrote out for Grandma back in the day? Maybe they started up Milk Hall Caramella with these thoughts in mind. I flipped through the pages with this in my head until I come to a page with photos attached to it. There are many, ranging from old to new. This must be from when Grandma and Grandpa were still young. Both Grandpa and Grandma, along with their customers, were all smiles. Reading those words from before and seeing this photo, I realized that Caramella was a place well loved by the townspeople. What a nice cafe. I don't want Caramella to close. Looking at these photos has only made this feeling stronger inside of me. Oh no, my my field of vision sways back and forth, side to side. Okay, I'm gonna faint right now. I feel my eyelids grow heavy and my consciousness begin to fade away. It's time. Maybe I'm remembering something from the past. Flashback? A memory from when I visited this town when I was little. Is it? Or am I just falling asleep? Whoa. I I think it's from when I went to my dad's home, the place I am now, to visit Grandpa's grave. My parents and Grandma talk about what to do about the future of things. They talk about how my grandma being on her own was a concern, if she could come with us or continue the cafe by herself. I thought that she would do whatever she wants, but because I was just a kid, I had no say in the matter. I went to the nearby park on my own, thinking it would be best for me not to intrude on the conversation. There I met a young girl. She crying? That girl, she was crying. You don't need to cry anymore. It's really okay, don't cry. She looked over this way, still crying, almost as if she was scared or something. She was around the same age as me, so I was hoping maybe we could play together. Maybe there was some way I could cheer her up. Hey, I got something cool to show you. Just wait a bit, I'll be right back. I sprinted off. Without even listening to her response, I ran off to Grandma's house, grabbed a certain something, and dashed back to the park. I returned, out of breath. She was still in the park waiting. Oh, she was. Sorry, I made you wait on your own. Nearby. While waiting for me, she had stopped her crying, even though hesitant. She finally started speaking. My name is Ogisawa Asaki. I'm just visiting my grandma's house, so I don't live around here. What's your name? Just what was the girl's name again? You already forgot. It's all because she said that I can't remember her name now. She said that I can't remember her name now. She kept glancing at me bashfully. I can barely see who she is. It's all blurry. Is that so? You think so? Her name is pretty rare too. I don't even know her name. Yeah, it's the first time I've met anyone with that name. Blank. I heard a small cute sound. The cheeks of the girl in front of me blushed right as she looked at me. Yes. Yeah, are you hungry? It was resisting the words of the embarrassed girl. The same sound came from her stomach. Perfect timing. My grandma is really good at making yummy desserts. She runs a store. Yeah, a store that sells tea and desserts. A cafe is what it's called, I think. Do you know it? Then it must be the same place then. It's probably that store. Have you had this before? I pull out my favorite dessert, which I grabbed from the house. Grandma's black bean daifuku, made from mochi. She'd definitely be happy after having that. But when I tried to give her the daifuku, she looked at me with a troubled expression. What's wrong? Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Hey, when you're hungry, you just eat anything. So that's what you do. Sometimes hunger beats preference, I guess. Again, I heard that cute sound. It was almost as if it was on cue after looking at the daifuku. I took another daifuku out with my other hand and decided I'd have one first to show her. Yeah, it's really yummy. Grandma's daifuku really is special. Yeah, I usually don't like the red bean paste on the inside of daifuku too much, but I can eat grandma's because it's so yummy. She continued to stare at me as I answered her and ate more of the daifuku. Do you want to try some? Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy. There's nothing wrong with it. At least I hope. Okay, go ahead. She nodded her head slightly, hesitantly, and ever so slowly she put the black bean daifuku into her mouth. So sad I can't really... My memory's fuzzy. How is it? Her eyes shone. From that alone I knew her answer. With just a single bite, you could tell Grandma's daifuku was special. Hey, it's good to try new things, right? Nothing wrong with that. You can eat yummy stuff like that, like this all the time at Grandma's store. Magician! I'm sure Grandma will be happy to hear that. Is your tummy better now? If you're still hungry, you can have mine too. Maybe we should just go to the store. I'm glad to hear it. Alright. The mochi dessert you had earlier is called a black bean daifuku. Sure, yeah. We had met and played together once, and only for a few hours until the sun went down. But thanks to Grandma's daifuku, I was able to make a friend in this town, even if only for a bit. I wonder if she's still doing well. Maybe I'll meet her all of a sudden again one day. Maybe I'm making too much out of it. It's a small town, so it wouldn't be crazy for us to meet again. I mean, assuming that she's still here, right? So certainly, it should be okay for me to look forward to it. After all, I met her again in my dreams tonight. Like fuzzy. Not quite. So that's what it was. It was a dream. Wake up! Whoa, is this the intro? Is it? Or is this a transition? I think it's a transition. Yeah, transition. Okay. The next morning, Chisato-san went out of her way to come over to make me breakfast. When I was living with my family, I usually be on my own for breakfast, so it was nice to be able to enjoy the morning with her. Thanks for everything yesterday, Chisato-san.
頼まれたんだからちゃんとお世話しないとね。それにしても、君ってお料理ができたのね。さっき手際よく手伝ってくれたから驚いちゃった。
Well, I am planning to run a cafe, so I have to cook, right? I had to cook for myself when I was with my family, so I just did things I always do them. It's all.
謙遜しなくてもいいの。でも、家事がしっかりできるってモテポイントよ。
Is that so? What? It's not like I was trying to.
冗談よ、冗談。それより、昨日は遅くまで頑張ってたの？
I had a dream.
なんだか少し眠そうだけど。
Yeah, I'm not too sure when I fell asleep. I was able to figure out what direction I liked that cafe to go in, though. This is what I have so far, but would you like to take a look over it? I can rather surprise Chisato. 3 sheets of loose leaf paper with my plans of the cafe's remodeling.
すごいわ。一晩でこれだけ考えたんだ。それじゃ、おばあちゃんに見せる前に。
Can I go visit my grandma too? I want to see her. I want to see my grandma. Okay, got it. This is pretty nerve-wracking. As Chisato's eyes came over the pages, I get more and more nervous. I thought that my plan looked fine, but who knows? She keeps looking. It's only 3 pages.
なるほど。年齢層の高い常連さんを大事にしつつ、新しく若いお客様を取り入れるのね。
Yeah, both. Where are you
そ
going?
のためにお店の名前も少し変えて、可能な範囲のみ改装してからリニューアルオープン。
Huh? Yeah, instead of just opening right back up, I thought that it would be better to do some remodeling first and then reopen, and that way more people would be interested in the cafe again. It wouldn't be too strange if we were to change the cafe's name at the same time too.
そうね。急に名前を変えるのも変だし、リニューアルに合わせてなら今までと違う層にもアピールできそう。
True.
そのためにドリンクを刷新、新しいお菓子も用意すると。
Yeah, instead of changing up the entire menu, I thought it would be best if we left some things the same. You
馴
like
染みの常連さんに優しく、新しいお客様にも気に入ってもらえるように。なるほどね。
I can't believe it. How someone like me, who just came to this town yesterday, could present such detailed plans to rebuild this cafe just after looking up some old documents. The power of, I don't know, staying up late. They're only rough drafts, but if it shows how serious I am to Chisato and Grandma.
お店の資料を本当にしっかり読み込んだのね。
I believe so. Yeah, I think I could have come up with more realistic plans if I actually had some experience working here, but
いいえ、十分すぎるわ。
thank you. Really?
ええ、私も意見を出すつもりだったんだけど、ほとんど先回りされちゃった。
Is that so?
新メニューを開発したいっていうのも私の考えと同じよ。かよこさんにも
Oh,
以
so she
前から
denied
相
it?
談して
She
いた
said
の。
no? Really? What kind of menu changes did you have in mind, Chisato-san?
和風の良さとモダンな感じ、それと若い人にも受けそうな。もうそんな目で見ないで。私だって具体的じゃないって分かってるんだから。
Either way, let's ask a bunch of people their opinion while making this new menu, okay?
そうね。君の同級生とか、まさにカルメラに欠けてる客層なのよ。
Good point.
君が学園に通い始めたら、クラスの子とかにいろいろ聞いてみてもらえない？どんなお菓子をよく食べるのか、
Okay.
好きなお菓子は何かとか、そういう感じで。
Got it. I'll do as much as I can. As for the remodeling, if Grandma wants to leave things the way they've always been, that's fine too.
それも大丈夫だと思うの。かよこさんが入院する前、お店を閉店させるとか考えてなかった頃に、そろそろリフォームも必要ねって話をしてたから。
Really? Why though?
お店ができてから随分経つからいろいろ傷んできているし、昔の建物だから段差も大きくて、かよこさんが歩きにくいって言ってたの。
That's not good.
これからも続けるなら、どのみち修繕はしないといけなかったのよ。もちろん最終的にはかよこさんが決定することだけど、これを見たらきっと大丈夫だと思うわ。
Then let's go for Grandma. Thanks, that's good to hear. On that note, I actually like to be able to talk to Grandma face to face, but
私、この後かよこさんのところに行くんだけど、それじゃあ一緒に行きましょうか。
yes. Oh, would you be okay to go on such short notice though? Grandma said she wanted to see me once she was feeling a bit better, right?
大丈夫。心配させたくなくて言ってただけよ。君の顔を見たらきっとすぐ元気になっちゃうんだから。でも君がお店を手伝ってくれるって聞いたら大喜びして血圧が上がっちゃうかも。かよこさんにはゆっくり教えてあげないとね。
You shouldn't joke around like that. You're right. I have no clue if she'll approve my ideas. Grandma might even just want to close up the shop now. No. But I've given it some serious thought. Somehow I want to be able to reopen Caramella, increase customers, and bring it back to its former glory. It'll be tough trying to balance things along with school, but I'm sure I'll be able to manage it. Grandma will be back soon, and Chisato will be heading out too.
もしもガルメロを再オープンさせることになったら、君が店長代理ってことになるから。
Manager Asaki. Huh, I'm still just a student though. Is that alright?
だって、かよこさんの孫だし、こんなに計画を考えてくれたし、私はただのお手伝いだし。
But you've been here far longer than me.
私は厨房で一番偉い人。君はお店で一番偉い人。
Okay, I guess. I guess I can't just leave everything for Chisato to handle. I need to take responsibility for things too. Got it. I'll do my best.
さすがは男の子。それと、新しいアルバイト募集をかけて、君の目で面接をしてくれる？
That's right. It'd be a way too much for the two of us to handle alone. I can't watch the shop in the afternoon since I have school too.
それと、朝輝くんは私に敬語を使わないこと。いい？
Oh, come on. Chisato-san is too much. Yes. Yeah. Gotcha, Chisato-san.
そうそう、そんな感じ。
I guess she had noticed how I was holding back a bit. But no matter how much I thank her, it's not enough. She's done so much for me just between yesterday and today. Having someone like her who is so caring and supportive means so much to me as I start my new life away from my parents. New life. Yeah, that's not a bad title for the... Yeah, that's not a bad title. Wait, is this... Transition? Alright guys, I'm gonna stop the video right here. Well, that was really good. Asaki, well, had plans, or made the plans overnight, and how to restore the cafe. I also had a dream about a girl who I don't even remember her name, and I'm assuming I'm gonna see her later. Perhaps. Yeah, most likely, but if I don't remember her name, then yeah, that's gonna be trouble, right? Any girl could be that girl. Well, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Share with your friends, maybe they're into this kind of stuff as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one.